Let's have a look and see what's been happening with this Beamer since I've been absent from the show. See if Shane's about. Shane, are you about?
Hi mate.
Oh, he's here, yeah.
Hi.
What's been going on with this then, Shane, in my absence?
Finished off that arch and then get it all I-built primed. I'm just on with blocking it now, getting it ready for painting.
Righty. And what did you have to do to it? I saw you pulling the sill, or we saw that on one of the videos, pulling the sill, and that's all sweet now.
Yeah, this sill, yeah, I mean it's all pulled out nice. So it didn't, to be honest, it didn't need much work. It's all been epoxy coated.
Yeah.
And then
when you say it didn't need much work, to the untrained eye, Shane, it wasn't a bit of a...
yeah, I mean it was well pushed in and up.
Yeah,
you know, but if you've got the gear.
Yeah, well, no, I think
Makes
you've
it
done a
easier.
cracking job there.
So yeah, I'm just finishing off prep work for painting, because I'm going to paint it blending up here,
Yeah.
and then clear coat down here, because obviously we've got this wing, new wing, and the door which is out there ready to go as well, so there to paint, and then everything else I'll paint.
Yeah, and you've done your spray outs, have you, for the colour?
Yeah, I had a bit of a problem with it, to be honest, bit colour, because it's been painted before, both sides.
Yeah.
So colour code for this is 416. Carbon swatch is BMW colour, which is a pearl black, so it's a blue pearl in it. When we sprayed that out, it was totally out with the colour. So what I've done is cambered bonnet with a Spectro, cambered the bonnet, because obviously we're painting this side, so cambered the bonnet, done the tailgate, and then put it on the computer, which I'll show you in a minute.
Yeah.
And that gives you then a variant.
Yeah.
So it's giving me 3 variants, so standard and shaded, and then it's basically you go through a colour match on that with your camera to the original colour, and that gives you then a percentage. So you pick the highest percentage, which I'll show you anyway. How it all works.
Yeah, good, because we haven't seen that process.
No. So I've had to do 2 or 3 spray outs to get the colour right, which we have now. So the colour's cock on. So I've mixed that in water base, Xyrox. So it's just basically now in prep stage to get everything prepped, cleaned, masked up properly, and then ready for top coating, so base and clear coat. So we should have some colour on today. Yeah. So at least get the car done, maybe the wing, the bumper, and bits and bats. Get them in both, get out both clean now, and get some paint smashed on it. Get it done. Because we've got other jobs looming. Yeah,
I noticed there were a few more bits coming in.
Yeah, have been dropped in this morning. So Renault van, front bumper assembly, new wing, various bits. It's been in a bump, so they've all been just dropped off, so they won't do it. And then we've got that MGB Roadster coming in next week, so we'll be filming that next week. MGB Roadster, that's going in poppy red.
I put lipstick red on, but
yeah, it's poppy.
poppy red.
Yeah, it's actually it's a BS number. It's not a RAL code on that. It's a British standard colour.
Wow.
British Leyland.
Yeah.
So there's that to do next week, and we've been on with clearing the other shop out, which we'll show you, because we're converting that into the, let's say, the fab shop.
Yeah.
So where all the panel work will be done. We've got us Carolina in there, the jig and stuff, and a couple of cars.
Well,
cars.
I'll look at what they are.
Yeah. that they're going to be coming in videos very shortly. So one of them has just been started on, ready for prepping. So we'll have a look at them.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Right, we'll have a little look at this process for spectroing, and then we'll go over to the other side. So here we are, the mixing room, and a selection of spray guns. Wow. Yes, cheers. So yeah, take us through what this process is, and what is the program that we're using.
So this is Xerox. So it's all the paint system. This is a complete paint system. So it's all programmed with every car manufacturer in the world, and all the colours. So even Bentley, Ferrari, you name it, to 2022, I've got all the colours. So as you see from the top, these are the variants. So you've got three variants.
Yeah. Just see if we can just take that down a bit. Yeah, I'm just trying to home in, but yeah, I don't think it's going to pick that up. But yeah, sorry, carry on, Joe.
So they're the three variants, and what it does, it gives you visual, which is this. So that's the original. This is your variant. So this gives you a better percentage of the colour shade.
Yeah.
So as you can see here, this is the one that I'm using. So you can gap it, make it wider, smaller, or no gap. So you can see the colour is pretty much cock on to naked eye. You can't really tell. So this is on this one. If I click on that one, see it's darker.
Right, yep.
You see?
Yep.
So if we push that off, you can see a line. Slight line on it, on that variant. And that variant is the other way shade. It's lighter.
Yeah.
So we've gone on that one, which is pretty much cock on. And we've gone for a shaded variant instead of original. Because if you go on original, it's even worse. So you go on a shaded, which is that one's as best match. So we click on formula. I mean, we'll put it on scales and weigh it and all that. But this then gives you your colours.
Yeah.
The tinters. What's in this paint
The
to make
makeup
that
of the
cut.
paint,
That's it, mate. Yeah.
Excuse us. Yep, sorry about that slight interruption. It is a business after all.
Yeah, one of customers. Just sending me a paint code for his bits.
Funnily enough, yeah.
So this gives you the tinters for the colour, to mix the right colour. So as you can see, the main bulk of the colour is black, because obviously it's a black BM. But then it's got the pearls and the flip in it. So you've got a greenish blue, you've got blue pearl, a violet, then a blue, a medium coarse silver, which is only a tiny amount. You've even got red oxide in it, and a white toner. But if you go on to these other variants on formulas, you see the change slightly. So this has got it's got a flat controller in it, and then that one is totally different. That's got a bright blue, a violet, it's got yellow pearl in, so there's no silver. Yeah.
Magenta tone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they are totally different, but the same colour.
Unreal, yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah, I do.
So that's the formula we're using, and then we go on formula messages, and then this tells you your primer, surfacer. So these are going to be wet on wet primed. So that's the colour. So S3 170, which is a black surfacer. We put a converter in, non-sanding converter in. So we use it as a wet on wet primer to put this colour on. So yeah, the visual effects, this system brings this up. We can go deeper into it, where if you get a funny colour, like Some cars we've had 3-stage pearls. So like Mazda 46. Gee, that is an awkward colour. We had problems with it. So if we go back into colours, we're going to Spectro. Let's have a look. So we go down this one. So yeah, this colour was a pain.
Yeah.
So what we had to do with this colour, so that was the formula for it. I think it was, well, that one we used. And then, so if we go on colour information, that came up as Maserati.
Right.
So there you can see the shading, and as we pick the different ones, it gets closer and closer. But what we had to do with this one is we took spray outs. So these are spray outs. What we do, so these then give, you know, a visual of the colours, and then you put that to the vehicle and see what you like. But with that one, what we had to do was use the camera, take pictures of the spray outs, and then do a variant match through the system to get it as close as we could, and that works. So you can proper go into the chemistry side of it, to get colours spot on. So that gives you an insight of what we
your colour mixes.
What we do. And this one, Mazda again, machine grey. This is a 3-stager, but this one on the Xerox system, straight off the system, mixed, bang on, no problems. In fact, we've mixed this colour for other body shops, believe it or not. Machine grey. On the Xerox, it seems to mix bang on, and it's a 3-stager. So you've a main black and then the grey. But we just started using Novel for the classic cars. So the MR2 we painted. That's gone in some Novel products. So really impressed with the clear coats, the CSRs, which is down here, and the epoxies. So epoxy primers and the clear coat, CSR clear coats, and we have got in now some of the fillers and the polyester sprayable filler, which is really good, and you get no shrink back with that. And I've just got some isolator. I think it's the isolator. This one.
And what does that actually do, Shane, for those like me that's a complete fool?
Well, as you go through the process, so sometimes you can skip using that, which is a temporary protection. Go straight on with the epoxy if it's been blasted or dipped or whatever. And then the elastic ones or alley ones, fillers, you use for your roofs, your bonnets and stuff like that, where more heat is generated, on cars. And then you go on with the contouring. So this is your sprayable filler. Is that's your final blocking and getting the panels bang on. Then what you do is you put an isolator on. Now this isolator, what that means is that locks all that in. Do you know what I mean? So the isolator locks everything in, so you get no shrink back, you get no drop, you get nothing coming through. So all that then is solid. Nothing's coming through. Then you can put your eye build on, your eye build primers, and then after that stage you go on then with your colours and your clear coats or a solid colour.
Yeah, fade outs and all that.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff that they do. Quite impressed with it.
Yeah, good. Good company, obviously.
Yeah. So that gives you an idea of the paint.
And these are all your tinters.
Yeah, these are all different tinters. So we've got everything, like I say, every manufacturer in the world we can cover on there. You can just put in a search and put Aston Martin, and it'll bring all the colours up.
And as we see, the
all the guns.
various guns.
Yeah, I mean they're all for different painting setups. So that's Spot Repair, which is the D1S, the minigun. I think that's got the plus air cap in it. That's good for, like, I'll be doing these bumpers and stuff like that, just doing the blowing, the blends and stuff. That's good for that. That's one of my clear coat guns.
Got a television on it.
Yeah, digital. Now I've upgraded this to the C2 air cap because the C1 were rubbish.
Right.
Compared to the Pro Light, which this is a go-to gun every day. I can use this for colour, clear, primer, you name it. They are absolutely awesome guns. I love this gun. I've had it years. But yeah, so using this with a 1.3 TE20 air cap, I mean it's set up with a 10 for base, but with a TE20 air cap and a 1.3 fluid, used for clear coat, brilliant. But using that, which is a fast gun, and when this came out with a C1 cap, went into booth to clear coat a car, I went over and it was like, well, is it going to catch up? It was that slow.
Right.
No matter what settings you put it on, your fluid, your fan, it just wouldn't happen. So they decided to bring out a C2 Plus air cap, which transformed it.
Yeah.
Because I nearly sold that, but transformed the gun. So it's a lot better.
Yeah.
So that is a good gun for European finishers. Bang on. That DV1, that's a cap. That's one of my base guns for me water base. So that lays all your pills, your metallics, cock on. You can actually use them for clear coat. They lay clear coat good. That's another Spot Repair gun, Pro Light SRI. Lovely little gun, nice little fan. Can drop them right down to a spot. That's a spare clear coating gun, Pro Light. Base coat, which is the LS400 Supernova, N-Tech. That is a good base coat gun. And for Japanese finishers, flat finishers, use the Evo Clear, the WS400. That lays clear coat flat as. 1 3/4 turn on your fan, full fluid, 2 bar pressure, and it'll run all day. Cock on.
So all them, they're not just there for show. Everyone's got an individual use.
Yeah. I mean that's one of the priming guns. The Pro Light's brilliant. I've got 1.8 and a 2 mil. And yeah, and then we've got the Bell. It's a copy of the original Bavaria, but this is for wet and wet priming. So it's the W400. Plastic primer in there in a minute. But yeah, and then we've got stat guns. So anti-static gun. So when you're painting, you go into the booth, everything's cleaned down, so your panel wiped, all cleaned down, tacked off. Use this. This got laser on it.
Right.
And it blows air onto what you're painting, and then gets rid of that static on the panel. So basically, you don't get any dust on you. So
Well, that's a great insight, Shane, into all of that, because I mean, I've been with you for 10 years. Obviously, I'm not a part of the paint setup, but it's interesting for me to see all this as well. So
yeah, it's good, mate. I mean, you know, as far as painting goes, it is pretty good. We're well set up, pretty that way.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And then yeah, we've got other products for polishing and stuff like that, but we'll go into that another day.
No, that's brilliant. So yeah, I hope that was informative for you all, and we'll have a little look over the other side, and Shane will show us one or two of these cars that he's got going. Right, so we're in the other side now. Yeah, we're going to have a building just for the prep section. So Shane, if you can talk us through what's going on in here.
Well, we're just getting this shop cleaned out and ready for these, basically is where we're going to do all the panel work on the cars. So stripping, panel work, fab work on cars in here, and it's not massive, but it's bang on for what we need.
Yeah, just for panels, you've got all the stands on it you can get in here. And
yeah, so this is my Mark 1 Escort.
Mark 1 Escort.
1973. Obviously seen better days.
Oh yeah, aren't they all though? I mean,
yeah.
You know, there's not many that are in barns these days that are, you know,
no,
untouched.
No, but this one is having a full restore, so we'll see in the near future what this has done. It's going to be it needs to be reinforced properly. What I mean by that is we'll frame it inside.
Yeah.
To stop it moving, because obviously we'll be completely removing the front end, so the upper and lower bulkhead is getting replaced, inner wings are getting replaced, outer front panel, valance, slam panel, everything is getting replaced at the front. We've got new doors to fit, brand new doors with new hinges, with new B-posts, practically a new car apart from roof.
Yeah. like Trigger's brush.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's pushed over here in a minute because.
Well, just for space, yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to move everything out and get this sorted next week. So I can get the car liner, which is down there, and some of my measuring equipment and stuff's on the wall.
Yeah.
Up there, and get me jig set up. Because this will have to be jigged.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we've got the Carolina there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me, Carolina. So it's a Mark 5 Carolina with a dozer. Although what I mean by a dozer is the hydraulic pulling kit,
right,
which clamps onto the side of it. You've got a foot pedal and it chains and stuff, and it pulls panels out.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to do. There's a lot coming on. And this one.
Let's have a look at this, Daddy, then.
So this is RS Turbo.
Yeah, I remember these back in the day, Shane.
Yeah. So you need some love.
It needs some love. It'll get it, won't it?
Yeah.
It'll get it.
Yeah. So at minute, lads, yesterday starting to strip front end out to get the engine and transmission out.
Yeah.
It will be completely stripped to bare shell and then rebuilt. So it will be done to showroom.
Yeah.
Every nut and bolt, every panel, and this will come back.
You got a lot of things for it already, Shane, panels wise, as I remember. I think.
We have to. I mean, we've got quite a few bits for RS Turbo. We've pretty much everything for Mexico.
Yeah.
The Mark 1 Escort. Panel wise, anyway, that's going to be a Group 4 rally car.
Yeah.
Road legal one.
Yeah.
So that'll have the Duratec engine. It'll have the Type 9 gearbox. Don't know whether to go full quiff or just a shortcut gearbox or something.
I'd go full quiff.
Go full quiff, mate.
Like
the noisy, like on Bowler, that racer, the wine a lot.
Yeah.
But it's the gear setup. So transmission wise, yeah, be going with a Type 9. Some go with Mazda gearbox, but I'm going to go with Ford, which were fitted in Sierra and stuff like that. So Type 9 gearbox, running through to an Atlas axle, so it's a floating axle. And then I'll be Bilstein suspension, independent all the way around, linked, you name it, full roll cage, the works.
Oh, it'll be gorgeous when it's done.
Yeah, just cannot decide yet what colour to paint it.
Yeah.
It was originally blue, but if you go onto colours, you didn't have a massive choice back then.
Right.
For colours, so I'm still undecided what colour to paint it. But we've got plenty of time to decide.
Of course. Yeah. So yeah, this is a beast of a thing. This carousel, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, there's some weight in that too. It's not real kit.
Yeah.
I think they're about 1600, 1700 kilo. They're quite heavy.
Yeah.
They've got to be strong, like, so you put in a car and pull in a car.
Yeah. So there we have it.
Yeah.
So watch this space and you'll see these being transformed, these vehicles.